even know what you said, but okay. All right, let me denounce it.
Westbound can't track.
Thanks, man.
All right, you guys can start now.
Yeah, okay. So who do you want to scale? Oh, you're gonna scale?
I'm
Okay.
just gonna-
That's fine.
Well, I'm just scaling off a GARP.
Off a GARP, okay.
So you're
What's the
fine
scaling?
with- Yeah, you're fine with Roger being relative to prime GARP?
Am I fine with that? Yeah, I'm fine with that. I can get it.
Okay. So here's the chain scale. GARP above old GARP. Above Hachi Aokiji. It's gonna be sitting on my laptop. So if there's some Wi-Fi issues, tell me when you see it.
Okay, I don't see it yet. But I already know what you said. Firstly, I have two contentions. The first contention is why would scaling over Hachi Aokiji hypothetically put you over full power Aokiji? Secondly, why does he scale over Hachi Aokiji?
Okay. Well, for the first one, that's presupposing Hachi Aokiji isn't at full power. I'd like for you to prove that. And for the second one,
Wait, how am I presupposing that? Hello, did I cut out or something?
it's.
No, he got stunned.
I mean, that is a. All right, the trouble's gonna have to be server muted for this debate.
Dude, who
Trouble,
cares
I don't
about
know why
trouble?
you do this, bro. You're getting
And
fucking
strip him
unmuted.
too.
I don't know why you do this all the time.
I need him stripped too.
I'm stripped, bro. What?
Stripped until the end of the debate, then give it
Son,
back to him.
I know, but is it that? Is it like? Is he that much of a dick?
He does this literally every debate.
All right, Trouble. I'm gonna strip you for the debate, bro. Just don't.
Well, yeah, I don't
know
think
why you,
I don't think I'm presupposing that. It's on the basis of the fact that I just
Anyway.
lack knowledge of whether or not Hachi Aokiji is using his full
So
power.
yeah, basically Hachi knows. Well, I mean, it's just a version of Aokiji post time skip. He would be. I don't know. Like that's post time skip Aokiji. It's on your tier list. You said Hachi knows Aokiji. Right. Regardless, it's just old Garp above Aokiji. Just based on the.
Oh
feats
yeah,
he
no,
performed
but I'm just saying, like,
Hachi knows.
I'm just saying, what's the evidence for Hachi Aokiji going all out or using his full power?
Okay, so the argument is that he could be holding back. All right, I don't think it's like for him to be holding back. The baseline assumption for a fight is that you wouldn't be holding back. This is because if you want to fight someone, if you want to, I guess, defeat someone, it would be logical for you to raise the chances of you winning as much as possible. For you to raise the chances of you winning as much as possible, it would follow for you to be going as strong or as hard as you possibly can to win the fight, because that would raise chances of winning. That's basically my reason for why when you fight someone, you would have no reason to hold back.
The problem is that Garp is his old mentor, and then secondly, there's literally dialogue from Garp about wavering. He literally says wavering is for the weak, and this is in context to where he's fighting Aokiji. So I think that's just
You can
implying
send
that he
both
is
of those.
wavering here.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
so all right, so now you're bringing up a reason for us to believe that Aokiji could be holding back.
Yeah, obviously. Like,
all right, send the scans for that.
All right, hold up.
this is a crazy debate.
Hold up, I'm looking for the.
Is anything happening, Nani?
How did you get unmuted?
I guess the scan is fine for now. Hold up, I'm about to send it in scans or general chat. Where do you want me to send it?
I don't care, skins. That's where we'll send everything.
Okay, yeah, we see Garp saying that you are soft, and then we see Kuzan saying, "I'm saying this out of concern." And in a moment of hesitation, we see Garp just decking him in the face. So it seems to be the case that due to this, there is hesitation that's shown from Kuzan's side.
Okay, what chapter is this?
What chapter? I believe like 1087. Don't quote me on that though. I can check if you want.
1087. Okay, I'll go look through it.
All right. Do you have any contentions immediately, or is it just you want to check first?
No, I want to check first.
Okay.
It is not 1087.
I can just check the chapter, bro. Hold up. I'm gonna go back and look records.
I'm going. I think it's 1088 or something. Yeah. So isn't this like at the end of their fight pretty much? Like after their fight?
What do you mean at the end of their fight? They're still fighting.
No, this isn't while they're still fighting.
What the fuck?
Like basically, what happens? Like in 1087, like Kuzan just hits him, and then he and then like Garp is just like knocked out.
Wait, hold up. For clarification, do you just mean that this is one of their final exchanges in their fight, or do you mean they're literally just not fighting here? Because that's not the case. If we see Garp hitting him,
I mean, well, no. Basically, they fight initially. During this fight, Garp performs feats on Aokiji. Then after Garp collapses from this initial exchange, he gets back up and he's like in absolute tatters, and then Kuzan sees him.
Okay, wait, and do you think that somehow changes Kuzan's incentives or something?
It could. Basically, what I would argue here. Hold on.
Yeah, why?
Yeah, sure.
What does that have to do with his incentives? I don't get it because
no. By incentives, I mean at the point of him saying this, it's basically he's seeing this person like completely in tatters, and he's able to show concern for him because he thinks the fight is like completely over. So I can see there's a very distinct feature in how Kiji acts when one, he's actually actively fighting Garp, and then two, when he thinks it's all over and then he can deal with whatever. But I don't think this means he's holding back or anything. If anything, all I see here is just, I'm saying it out of concern.
Hold up,
I don't think you can move very much.
Why do you think Kuzan is assuming that the fight is completely over? Like, what's the evidence for that?
I'm saying the reason for him to believe that would be he punches Garp. Garp gets knocked down. I can send the scans for this. And then Garp is literally lying on his back for the next, like, chapter. Hold on. I'm sending the...
show me that. But then that could just be indicative of him being injured or, like, injured to, like, an extent. That doesn't have to be indicative of the fact that he's unable to fight. And we know that he's able to fight, right? So then why are we going to assume that Kuzan is going to somehow make the inference that he's unable to fight when we know that, like, from what we can observe, it's not even sufficient to say that he can't fight?
Yeah. Well, from what Kuzan can observe, it is sufficient to say that Garp can't fight like at a very high level because, hold on, because of the dialogue. The dialogue, Aokiji says, "Where are you going, Garp, with those wounds?" This would indicate that Aokiji is making some sort of inference. Let me send the scans for this. The Aokiji is
Okay.
making some sort of inference that with those moves, he cannot move very much. On top of the visual indicators of him lying on his back for the last 3 pages, and then he just like Garp just gets this surge of power and then catches Aokiji completely off guard. And you can see Aokiji's like completely shocked. He's like, "How can this guy even move?" So it's just a combination of all of these things that would lead me to believe that it's pretty likely here that Aokiji is making the inference that Garp can't fight very much at this point.
Yeah, before I respond to this, are you using the dialogue and visual indicators conjunctively or as like separate pieces of supporting information?
I mean, conjunctively, I guess. That was pretty much
Okay,
my argument.
conjunctively. Yeah, if you're using them conjunctively, and then I already said that the visual indicators of him being down isn't necessarily indicative of the fact that like he's incapacitated or unable to fight, then
It's not
you wouldn't be.
necessarily indicative.
Wait,
It
wait,
doesn't have to be.
yeah, hold up.
That's not my
Are you saying
argument.
it? Are you saying it's likely indicative then? Because you need to get both through if you're using a conjunction. If not, the conjunction
No,
just
what? Oh my God.
it just fails.
Wait. I'm using them in conjunction, but I'm not using them as a conjunction. All of them don't need to be true for my argument to be
Huh?
the case.
Wait, what
Yes,
the fuck
I
does
am
that even
using
mean?
them. Oh my God. I'm using them together. So I guess like as a disjunct. So if one is true, that's fine. Uh, but together they raise the probability. So the more pieces of evidence that are true in this instance, the higher the probability is raised. All right, you know what I mean? That's what I mean by in
No,
conjunction here.
I understand you're using them disjunctively. That's fine. You could have said that before.
Well,
But
you asked me, are you using them conjunctively or are you using them in some other, or are you using them separately? And I was like, okay, I didn't think you were meaning the conjunctively as in some sort of, philosophical term. I thought you meant like conjunctively just in prose, like just casually speaking. But no, I'm not saying if one of these weren't true necessarily, then the others collapse. I'm just saying I'm building a cogent inference for what Aokiji is saying here based on all of these factors.
yeah, okay. So then, what's the argument for the dialogue being an indicator then? Because we just went over the visual indicator, and I questioned that. You clarified that it's not necessary. If you're going to argue that that's likely, I'd like to
It
see the
doesn't have
likely
to.
correlation as well. You want to hold up? Let me finish. I'd
Yeah,
like to
the
see the
likely
likely
correlation is
correlation
that
as
when you
well.
see somebody on the ground, you're probably going to think that they're like incapacitated or out for the count, and you see all the wounds that they have. Like it's okay, yeah, that's the likelihood being increased there. That would give somebody the inference. Um, the dialogue, and
Wait,
then
no, no,
plus
no.
like Aokiji, and then
Hold.
Aokiji's dialogue literally just says, "With those wounds, where are you going? What are you doing, Garp?" So that means he does not think with those wounds he should be going, and he's concerned for him because of those wounds. These are literally just all, I guess, corroborating factors to him being concerned within this instance. He's saying that.
Yeah, okay, I get what you're trying to say, but in the same vein, I could literally go up to somebody, punch them in the mouth. They could be bleeding from the mouth, and they could fall down on the ground, and then it could be the case that they get up immediately after. So,
He didn't get up
maybe wait,
immediately after.
hold up. So maybe that's how you observe things, right? I'm not saying he did, but I'm saying that that's not like something that has to be a likely indicator, right? But maybe based on your priors, this is something that you believe is a likely indicator. But that doesn't mean that it is like in reality. That's the thing. Like,
Okay.
huh?
So, all right. I understand. So we're going like hyper Harat mode. That's fine.
I just gave you an example where it wasn't
No,
that.
I understand what you mean.
Good. Okay.
So basically, if these things are indicators of this thing being true in reality, if you see someone shot on the ground, or if someone is shot and they are on the ground and they got shot in the head, that person is dead. So there is this correlation between what I guess happens or what you can visually see and what is happening to that person. Generally speaking, somebody with their head bashed in, getting froze, like having complete frostbite, stabs, blood everywhere, they're limping and heavily breathing. These are all actual indicators that a person is weakened or in a very injured state or just an injured state. So if we know that the indicators are related to the injuries or I guess the status of the person, then these indicators can also be used to make an inference based on that person. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying, but what I said is that you could be injured to a severity, and it could still be the case that you're withstanding it due to something like endurance, maybe mental fortitude, or just things along those lines, right? So even if it is the case that he's injured, that doesn't mean that he's near death or he's unable to fight. Remember, in One Piece, we have tons of examples of characters that are severely injured and they're still able to fight perfectly fine. Like for example, Zoro with Ashura, or
Yeah, but Garp wasn't able to fight completely fine. He was on the ground for 3 chapters. I mean, like literally an entire chapter. This guy was on the ground, incapacitated. So it's
yeah.
not like that.
Hold up,
That's
hold up,
just
hold up,
not
hold up, hold up.
analogous. That's what's attributing to these visual indicators. Like I understand what you said. Like if it's like we're watching Whitebeard fight, like this guy's getting shot like a million times and he's fine. Like I'm like, okay, I understand he can still fight. But on top of that, there's also the other visual indicator that this guy is on the ground. He's on the ground. And then Aokiji's dialogue also further corroborates this with more evidence. And then also, I want this to be noted in the rec. Isaac asked the first question initially. He asked me, how did Garp, or how is Garp stronger than Aokiji during Hachinosu? I'd like to get to that shortly. If I don't get to that, like within a reasonable time, like I did not forget it. It's literally just because I'm not able to proceed. But I want to go point by point. So Isaac, please give your response.
Yeah, okay. So, and what I would say to that is if you're using the time frame, like how long he was down, like to support your argument, um, okay, maybe in normal circumstances that'd be fine, but if he is laying on the ground, he has time to rest and recover to some extent, right? So then Kuzan has no reason to assume that he's just going to be unable to fight here just based on the fact that he was on the ground for a while. If we see that he gets up off of the ground, and then with the dialogue, I believe this is circular because I already questioned what would be the likely correlation between the um, like it
Yes,
was.
if someone thinks that
Wait, hold on, hold on,
if
hold on.
if someone
I
is
was wait,
questioning
wait,
whether
wait. You cut me off. You cut me off. I wasn't finished speaking. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Can I finish?
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. So I'm just gonna finish then. Um, even if it was the case that there's gonna be some sort of difference in his incentives when it is the case that Garp is stabbed and he's like injured here and shit. Okay, I don't see what that changes. That just shows that he has care for his well-being. Do you think that this causes him to have care for his well-being? No. Maybe it causes him to care for his well-being to a greater extent. Yeah, that's fine. But if he always cared about his well-being, just caring about somebody's well-being alone should be sufficient enough to hesitate against them. Because obviously, if you're going to hurt somebody, that's going to be negative towards their well-being, especially in a fight where you could end up severely injuring somebody or even killing them. So even though if I was to grant your argument, I don't think it would change much.
Yeah, so what I'm saying anyway.
But you good,
No,
bro? What
sir.
happened?
No, I got dick rubbed. Anyway, yeah, I don't really care for that. For the dialogue thing, I mean, it's not really circular. It's literally the same argument as the visual indicators, what the visual indicators
Well, you
represent.
can believe that.
Yeah, obviously you can think that it's circular. Like, no, I don't really care. But let me get some water.
I don't need that water.
Again,
fuck?
hold on. I want to talk about your argument where you said, all right, if he has, was your argument basically he has this level of, or if he is able to have this level of concern for Garp now, does he have this level of, that would mean that he had some sort of concern. All it meant is that it grew. So what I'm saying is, yes, this is the only indication that we see is that he has this level of concern after he's already completely down and out. Before this, I don't see a reason for why this would be like attributing to him holding back or whatever. I gave a distinction. One, when Garp is already down, Aokiji, he doesn't want to kick a dead horse, right? So obviously that would attribute it to it. And then in the other scenario, the first scenario, and this is what I said initially, and I still haven't heard a response to it. They were both just fighting, and I haven't seen an indicator during them fighting of Aokiji wanting to hold back or Garp wanting to hold back or whatever you're saying. This instance, after the Garp getting fatally or mortally injured Garp being on the ground for 3 panels, Aokiji, quoting his injuries as the reason for why he's concerned. Like, we can see that we have a catalyst for change in Aokiji. I'd like for you to provide some sort of evidence that prior to this, when they were fighting, when Garp was outperforming, that he would be holding back. So I'm giving you this relevant distinction here, and what you said right now just wasn't a response.
Yeah, okay, so first to respond to the no indicators thing, do you think that an indicator there is going to be something that's like expected? Is this like some sort of evidence of absence here or something? If not, then
No,
they're not being.
no,
Wait, wait,
no,
wait, wait,
no.
what? If not, I'd be arguing from ignorance. Obviously, if you don't think it's accepted, or if there's some type of inductive expectancy here, and then to respond to the other thing that you said about the dialogue, and then you responding to the levels thing. Yeah, okay. It's like I said, it doesn't have to be at that level. The thing that's currently in question is why a level would even matter in the first place. You care about somebody's well-being. Like I said, that gives you incentive to actually not want to hurt them, because if you hurt them, that's going to put their well-being in danger, right? Like, why does the level even matter? I am giving you evidence. I don't need to give you direct evidence off of observations. I'm building an inference, and the inference is based off the fact that we know that he cares about his well-being.
We
This
can
is
move off the
evidence.
second one. You're going circular.
Okay,
First thing,
fine. Okay, go to
yeah,
the first.
yeah, okay. Mm.
So, what's the response to it?
What?
Yeah, what's the response to it? You said you were gonna go, right?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. By the way, just like a quick reminder. The first thing, because I was like really listening to the second thing. The first thing that you mentioned, was it the what was it?
Was it what?
What was the first thing you mentioned? Just repeat it for me. I was focused on the second thing. I was like trying to see like if that was a response to what I said, and I like forgot what my response for this first thing was. So can you repeat the first thing you said?
Wait, the first thing I said you said was circular. If it's circular, why would
No,
I
I
need to
said the
repeat it?
second thing you said was circular. What was the first thing you said?
Um, the first thing I said was, I'm pretty sure it was related to like the dialogue and visual indicators.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
I know. Related to what was it? I'd like for you to repeat your argument.
oh yeah, no. Okay, what I said is that if it's not going to be some type of evidence of absence or some type of inductive expectancy here, then you just have to argue from ignorance, because then you're saying that since there's no indicator, no empirical indicator,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
that it's not the
No, no,
case.
no.
But that's not.
No, it's
But
not. It's
yeah,
not an
okay.
evidence of absence thing. We already set the baseline earlier. It's in the rec. Like we already went over this. Yeah. So that both of those things are fine. Okay. I thought you said something else, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to help you. Okay. No, those two things. That's fine. We can come on from this. We already set a
Um,
baseline. If you haven't surpassed that threshold with like any sort of evidence, like then no, it's not an absence of evidence thing. We already gave all the arguments for this. All right, we can move on from this. Now we can get into why Garp is above Aokiji. Is that fine?
yeah, okay. We can get that. So I guess the empirics of the fight just show that.
Sure. Does anyone have the chapter?
Check like chapter 30. $1,031.
Thank you. That is not
Yeah, I don't know why
1031.
you
It's like
Oh.
1084 something.
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just getting
Even if
stands.
why is he trying to make demands of me? Someone just tell us, no.
5
You'll
minute
have
bull.
to brace with me for a second. I'm getting everything.
No, it's good, bro.
Just get everything. He's gonna load it all at the same time. So you better be ready to attack all the scans at the same time.
Thank you.
Who's the card, Nani?
This weekend.
Regulus.
Bro, Nani, bro. I thought we were judging this shit together, bro. What do you mean I'm only judging this shit, bro? What you talking about, bro?
You're the only one they agreed upon. But I said for an opponent like Westbound, you can't be careless.
I can't be careless.
You can't be
no,
careless.
Is the debate already over?
No,
Are you
no.
retarded?
I mean, pretty much, but no.
Well, I
Hey,
wasn't
debate
here for the
careless,
past
though.
2 minutes.
I said that if
Shut the fuck up, Eric.
Yeah, fuck you.
No, I can't be careless. Hey, Regulus, can you
Can't beat.
No.
No. That's what you said, though, Westbound.
That's not what I said. I said can't be careless. Be.
Doesn't matter. It's true
Regulus.
either way.
I can't, bro. I can't be careless. I'm a careless victim. I'm such a fucking loser.
Yeah, we already knew this.
judging this,
All right, Regulus, can you get me get me the chapter of Garth fighting Aokiji, bro? I can't find
Go to
this.
like chapter 30 should be around that ballpark.
Oh my god. Nice
I
one.
think around there is pretty accurate.
Wait, what chapter?
Yeah. Somewhere around chapter 30.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Westbound 1081.
1081. All right, thank you, Brett. Thank you.
Yo,
I'm not gonna
don't
lie,
use this
bro.
time
So I
as
was
an
right
excuse
the
for
first time.
Can I be real, bro?
I was
This
literally
nigga
right.
might hold on. I gotta call somebody out. This nigga might has been on my dick for the last 30 minutes, bro. And I was like, all right, maybe he got some hot shit. Hold on, listen. I was like, maybe he got some hot shit, bro. Maybe I do need to lock in.
Bro,
So I looked at his arguments. Hold on, I looked at his arguments that he was given in chat. I was like, all right, bro, let me accept his outside help. Maybe it might help me win this debate. And it is the most dog shit argument I've ever seen in my life. Mike, do not tell me to lock in, bro.
No, debate might after this, bro. Yeah.
I might have to, bro. I'm gonna take Kuzan. I'm gonna take fucking Kuzan.
Yeah, you might have to debate might. Sorry.
That
That was unfunny.
Nah, that was a good one, bro.
Just
That was a
ask
good one.
those good games you're looking for. He probably has.
I'm getting them, bro. I'm getting them. Don't worry. Damn, bro. Stop fucking rushing me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Ain't gonna lie, bro. If you take more than 2 minutes to get scans, you're getting downscaled.
Bro,
I
oh
mean,
my
we-
god.
Told you to stop pushing him. That means it was high so far. So, that too.
It is.
We're looking at an extreme diff debate here. All right, I'm not. All right, I give up. Oshi, please, bro. Help me just send the whole fight. Just send the whole fan shit. Please.
You heard him?
Yo, how lazy are you? He told you to
Oshi,
fight.
please send the fight, bro.
He told you after. Just go and read it.
Bro, I'm not
Bro,
reading
West,
it.
bro, this is not hard, bro. Come on.
Bro, please, bro. I don't want to fucking look.
Why is this like fat chubby white boy even talking?
What?
Oshi, please send the whole fight, bro. Oshi, I need
Yo, imagine I did I say
I don't
West
know.
lost. Yo, imagine I did I say West lost off the exact reasons Mike gave.
Can I get perms
Yeah, you
above
fucking
Aries,
first
please?
Hermes, you fucking
Yeah, please
first,
have higher perms than treble.
Bro,
Yo, imagine I did I say West lost off the exact reasons Mike gave.
You can't. No bueno, bro. You
I
fucked
get
it
the
up
joke
first time.
because he got demons, right? I get it, man. I get it.
Yeah, now basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say West lost.
By the way, Kuro Sakazuki is not above bridge. But
Sakazuki's ass as fuck. He's like 5 tiers too high.
hey, no,
He's not above a few
I don't
people
talk
in the
about
tier list,
people
bro.
behind their back. I don't talk about
Sakazuki's
people
a
behind their back,
debater.
but
I'll say
he's
that
not above
much.
bridge though. So I'm gonna say
He's not
And
above a
then-
few people in that tier list, bro.
we need to lower that guy Manny a little bit, a lot of bit.
Yeah, a lot of it though. Like, why would anybody put my goat seat below me, bro?
Mm. Damn, they strip, bro. They strip treble. Oh my, thank God.
No, strip infinite, bro. Infinite.
So happy.
Oh my God, bro.
Wait, bro, no, I
What does
forgot.
he do
Who's
with
the person?
perms?
Wait. Who's the person that calls Infinity? Is that C? Or is it
Nah,
Monmouth?
Yes,
Okay.
bro.
that was
No,
Yanni. It
it's
was Yanni.
C, bro. Neither
Yanni.
of
It
them
was
know how to
Yanni.
pronounce it, bro. They're actually crazy.
So what are we
Infinity,
waiting?
pronounce
Like, what are we
mute.
waiting on, bro?
Say mute,
Say that.
Infinity.
You said mute?
What are we waiting on?
Yo, Westbound, I'm not gonna lie.
Hold
It's
on,
my
hold
burner
on, hold on,
rejoinder,
hold
bro.
on, hold on,
Burner
hold on,
rejoinder.
hold on, hold on. Relax, relax. All right, you know what? Hey, I got one scan only. He blitzes the fuck out of Aokiji.
That is a million scans.
Oh shit! Thank you, Oshi. Yeah. So he traps him in his blue hole. He's like knee deep in the blue hole. He fucks him up. So that's pretty much the argument, man.
Yeah, okay. Can you send the scan? There's context around that scan too. I'll just show you.
I already sent it. Already sent it.
Oh, you sent it in scans? Okay, yeah. Hold up.
Already sent it.
Yo, you're
Already
getting
sent it.
timed out for your testing tendencies.
Bro, send
Hold
every
up.
single fucking scan. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And with all that,
Good luck responding to that, pal.
I'm gonna show you the context around it. Hold up.
I don't care about the context. I'm kidding. I care about the context. Ah.
Oh, yeah, within that same scan that you sent, he literally says, "Listen up, Kuzan. Wavering is a sign of weakness." Like, are you serious, dude? Like, within that same scan.
Can I wait? And you think that's indexed to Kuzan?
Yeah, probably more likely.
Okay, you think it's more likely? I'll tell you why it's not more likely. You like talking about context? Look at the page right next to it. It's literally Aokiji, like playing with his mental, saying your number one protege versus your new favorite. You kill one to save the other. Then he just says. Then Garp says, "You can't stop me like that." Listen up, Kuzan. Only weaklings like lose their way. So he's literally just like. Well, one, he's calling. Wait, did you send some extra panels? Oh no, it's
Yeah, he did.
literally that same panel. Okay, yeah, in literally that same panel, he's just saying only weaklings lose their way. So he's calling Kuzan a weakling, but it's literally just like indexed to Aokiji saying, or like Aokiji like taunting him mentally. So he calls him like a weakling. He says he lost his way, but that's like not in reference to him like holding back or like not wanting to fight Garp at
Huh?
all. It's like
Wait.
something
Do you,
different.
do you think that losing your way is identical to wavering? Like, I don't think they mean the same thing.
I agree. I don't think they mean the same thing. That's my argument. Do you know what losing their
Yeah,
way
wait.
means? Leaving the Marines.
Okay, wait, hold up. This is why you track, because it literally says wavering explicitly in the scan, which is what I told you before. So yeah, they're not the same thing. I'm saying because
It
they're
says
not the
only
same thing.
weaklings. Wait. I sent the scan.
Huh? Wait,
Read the scan.
this nigga did not read his own scan. Oh my god. Well, there's a
Listen up,
different
Kuzan.
translation.
Only weaklings lose their way.
Oh,
Read
it's a
the
different
scan.
translation.
You
Yeah,
guys are
hold
using
up, hold up.
two different translations. It's
Different
not
translation.
the
Okay, yeah. This translation
Wavering
says
is a.
wavering. I mean, I can just get the kanji for it if you want.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So it's just two different things. Okay, so if it's saying wavering is a sign of weakness, now he's talking about himself. So he's literally saying, "Would you kill your senior apprentice to save your protege?" So if he wavers and doesn't kill his senior apprentice to save his protege, then he's weak. That's the sign of weakness. That's what's being talked about here. Okay, if that like, and I'll just say that's like the official translation. That's the most accurate translation. Whatever. We're looking at two different things. My bad.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying now, but I know that the previous point we just argued about whether or not he was going all out. But do you think that if he's going all out, that's going to be indicative of him going all out immediately? Because this is at the beginning of the fight, so could it be the case that he exerts more effort later on, even under your view, and that would still be like an adequate defeater to your view?
What do you mean? What do you mean exert more effort later on under my view?
What I mean is, under your view, he's using his full power in the fight. but that's
Yeah,
compatible.
both. Yeah, basically the baseline would just
with
be
it being
both
later on in the fight.
going all out.
Yeah, no, I know. But what I'm saying is that doesn't have to be at the beginning of the fight.
Why?
Wait, why does it not have to be at the beginning of the fight? Wait,
What?
why it's not? Wait, no, I'm saying because it seems like that's what your question is, right?
Wait, what? Why does it not have to be in the beginning of the fight, bro? Come on. Dude, I asked you a question. You said, hold on. You're saying under my worldview,
hold up.
under my worldview, they wouldn't be going all out in the beginning of the fight. I said, okay, why is that the case under my
No,
worldview?
that's not what I said. You're not listening to me. You know, you're not listening to me. Okay, so I'm not saying that under your view that would be the case. Fuck, I did. What I meant is that it could be the case that he's not going all out at the beginning. I'm just questioning it. And if you're going to question why it's not necessarily the case, I don't see any inference rule there. It's not deductive.
It doesn't have to be necessarily the case. This is covered by my argument earlier over the baseline assumptions. Like, this is just a repeat. We can move on.
No, it's not. But okay, yeah, we can move on.
I already gave an argument for this. Like, you're
okay. Wait,
we don't.
Do you want to conclude that?
Do
you want to conclude like you're scaling them?
Yeah, sure. You want to end this here? Actually, you want to end the debate?
Yeah, sure, we can.
Okay. Debate.
I was like, why would you?
Yo, Hermes,
Thank
bro.
God that shit was short. Yeah, how long was that debate? How long was that debate?
Wait. By the way, Hermes is judging this alone. That's the recording. I'm not.
No, he's not. No. Nani's also judging with me. Nani